And immediately after that, we had Mercedes Moné coming out of her dressing room. And she was pretty much talking about Momo. She was like, hey, I ain't got time to wait forever. So whenever Momo shows up, tell her to get over here. And while in the back, we're getting the start of something fantastic that's going to probably happen in All In Texas. So there was somebody backstage when Mercedes was talking, and she turned to her and was like, "Hey, when Momo gets here, you tell her to meet me over here and all that stuff." And it was Billy Starks. Billy Starks was like, "Yeah, whatever." She was drinking her drink and was like, "Yeah, whatever." And wasn't listening to Mercedes. Mercedes got pissed off and knocked her drink into her face. And Billy Starks got mad and was like, "Hey, who the hell do you think you are?" And Mercedes was like, "Hey, I'm Mercedes Moné. I can do what the fuck I want. You tell Momo when she gets here to, pretty much come see me and tell me that she wants this match." Um, Billy Starks was like, "Hey, I'm our Ring of Honor superstar, soon to be women's champion, Billy Starks, and you know, by the way, you should probably watch your back." And behind Mercedes, while they were going at it and talking, Momo snuck up behind her with a bat. And she swung at Mercedes, and Mercedes was like, "Oh shit," and ran away and dropped her TBS title. And Momo held up that TBS title and was like, "I'm going to derail the money train at Revolution." And Billy Starks was like, yeah, the title looks good on you. So that was a pretty crazy segment. What did you think, man?
Man, okay. We'll start with the obvious first, and then we got to talk about Athena versus Mercedes.
Yes.
The obvious is Momo challenging for Revolution is a great call because they had that great match at Capital Collision, I believe it was. I think it was Capital. Whatever that New Japan show was, I can't remember the name of it now. That's my bad.
I think it was Capital Collision.
Yeah, I think it was Capital Collision.
Yeah.
They had that great match there, right? So it's cool to see Momo cashing in her opportunity that she got at the Tokyo Dome for this. I am low-key surprised that she's doing it for the TBS Championship. I kind of just assumed it would be for Stardom's red belt, right? I assumed. I was wrong, and I'm happy that I was wrong about that. Because that match is going to be a barn burner at Revolution. Like y'all thought Chris Statlander and Mercedes was good. This is going to be on that level. It's going to be on that tier. Because they're gonna have time too, just like they did at Capital Collision. And we gotta talk about the big part of this.
Yes.
We are finally starting the build for Athena versus Mercedes. Mm-hmm. That screams All In.
Oh yeah. So, right after this, pretty much they started going to war on Twitter.
You sent me that.
Yeah. Mercedes and Athena. Athena was like, "Hey, you know where to find me, but I don't appreciate you doing that to, Billy Starks. So, hey, if you want to fight and you want to actually have a good match, have a match, come on down to Ring of Honor." And Mercedes was like, "Why would I come to Ring of Honor when I'm up here? Why don't you finally get your ass onto the real show?" I was like, "Oh, I think you done messed up this time, Mercedes."
Y'all, everyone's been talking about who's going to take the championship from Mercedes, who's going to take the TBS championship, who is on the level of Mercedes to take that championship. Let me tell you, it is very easy when you're someone who helped restart a brand, but became the face of that brand. And I'm going to say this, people might take this the wrong way. If you do, I apologize. But in America, it is very hard for a woman to be the face of a company. That does not happen. For whatever reason, that does not happen. Athena is able to do it. Mm-hmm. You tune into Ring of Honor for Athena. You you might watch Ring of Honor for other stuff, blah blah blah, but your main event is always Athena. I don't care who you are. I don't care what's going on. I don't care who is the world champion. Athena is Ring of Honor right now.
Yes.
The brand is where it is right now because of what Athena's been doing there for over 2 years. She has built herself up to be a mega star right now. Easily one of the best wrestlers on the entire AEW roster. Easily.
Oh, easily.
So you have arguably one of the best women's wrestlers of a generation that was able to shape things in WWE versus arguably one of the best wrestlers on the planet who was able to literally keep Ring of Honor from being garbage. And like I said, people might be offended by what I'm saying, but it is what it is. Who right now, Ring of Honor is in a good place because they have Lee Moriarty, they have Athena, right? They have the Sons of Texas who are doing good things in Ring of Honor. 2 years ago, y'all didn't want to watch that shit. Y'all didn't want to watch Ring of Honor 2 years ago. All y'all were upset about what was going on. Now everyone wants to tune in the Ring of Honor. They want to see what Athena's doing. That is an icon. That is someone that has power. You put those two in the ring at All In, that's money.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that's it has. So here's the thing: you do that All In Texas, it better either be the co or the main. Besides, like something like a Swerve Hangman like title match, or like Kenny Omega doing, like a big title match against Okada or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else you put at either the co-main event or the main event.
See, okay, since we're here, All In, I expect that card to be insane.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
I expect, like we already had the tease for Okada Omega, right? If Okada wins, or if Omega wins the international championship, that's the easy title unification match right then and there. That takes Okada and Omega up to another level. Or go ahead,
Takeshita Okada
also huge.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone's looking for Omega Okada.
Oh yeah, of course.
Either way, that would be, Takeshi's been looking for that match with Okada for a long time too, so that's also big, right? We have Mercedes and Athena, right? That's starting right now. That will be stupid if they don't put that on All In.
Oh no, yeah. Like, I'm all right. I'm gonna go 10 toes deep on. There's no way that match does not happen at All In.
If it doesn't, that's a huge mistake on AEW's part.
Yeah. We already see the seeds being planted, which is, she's probably going to have a match with Billy Stark soon. Sooner rather than later.
Oh, yeah. Because they had interactions twice now on both shows.
Yeah.
That's not an accident. If you want to put someone random there, you can put someone random there.
Mm-hmm.
Putting Billy Stark there is a choice.
Yeah, that's intentional.
Thank you. That's the word. It's intentional.
Yeah.
Here, we can talk more about the card. We have a Hangman and a Swerve, which we'll talk about them a little bit later because they right now are two sides of the same coin, and they deserve their own conversation right now, right? Mm-hmm. That is easily a big match that can happen at All In.
Yeah.
Who else? You can get Christian Cage and Copeland. You want a big match? That's a big match right there too.
That's a huge match.
They have so many matches that they can put in All In that they can start building right now, that they are building right now. Even if you don't see the threads are there. Right now, they're building towards Revolution, but really, we're getting a very big build, not only to All In, but also Forbidden Door. Because we have Bullet Club War Dogs folks showing up. That's also not an accident.
Not at all. Like, there's like a lot of things happening. Like, one of the ones I honestly think is going to happen, which is the next match we're going to talk about, but Murder Machines and the Hurt Syndicate is going to be at All In.
Oh, we're going to talk about that too once we get to that match, right? Because that's also, like, when you talk about the finish of that match, People
Mm-hmm.
can be like, "Oh yeah, Outrunners." That shit is not over between the Murder Machines and the Hurt Syndicate. We'll talk about
Oh
that when we
no.
get there. But if you really think, and I know you don't, I don't. But if there are
Yeah.
people out there who are like, "Oh yeah, that's it. We just get the Outrunners and the Hurt Syndicate, and that's it," bro.
Nope.
There again, everything that is on TV is, well, 90% of what's on TV is intentional.
Yes. 90%.
90% is intentional. There's we're not gonna talk about it too much, but there's a reason what happened in the next match happened. There is a reason that Hangman went to Swerve's locker room but didn't talk to him and then got stopped by MJF. There's a reason Billy Starks is in Mercedes' face before this happens. We are building to big shows right now. And I know people can't see it because it's not right in their faces right now. And AEW has not really done this in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But we are building towards the stadium shows. We're building towards Forbidden Door. Low key, but not fully, but we're building towards Forbidden Door. We're really building towards All In.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're really building towards All In. I feel like a lot of Forbidden Door stuff though is going to start picking up after Revolution.
Yeah, because you saw Clark Connors was on Collision, right? Wrestling Swerve. Yep. Again, they could have put anyone there. Shows Clark Connors. That's intentional. Gabe Kidd was on last week, and then he had a segment, like a post-match thing after on AEW YouTube channel, where he interrupted Mark Briscoe.
Yes, and we'll talk about that too.
Gabe Kidd's on AEW talking mad shit about AEW. And now he's actually doing it instead of just on Twitter. He's doing it on AEW programming.
Mm-hmm.
We're building towards the big shows.
Yep.
And who you put the War Dogs in there? War Dogs right now is one of the best things that's happening in New Japan right now. Right? Like, so you put them at the forefront? That London show is going to be insane. Because again, Forbidden Doors in London.
Oh.
Yes.
That's why the War... Okay. It's 100% why the War Dogs are there.
Yep. But yeah, man. Like, that's really it. Like, I know a lot of people might not see it. We're building towards big shows right now. And I know it's not obvious. But we're not getting Athena Mercedes in 2 weeks. That's not going to happen.
No.
That's the stadium show. We're not getting this stuff between Hangman and Swerve right now. They have proven that they are a stadium level feud.